Hello everybody, welcome back to Dan-Ger, where every day is an adventure. Today we're delving back into history here at the Dell in Royal Leamington Spa, my hometown, and we're going to follow where the old brook used to go and also show you where the person lived who had the bridge built. So let's get started. So we're here at the Dell, which is now a play area for, well, I'd say kids, but anyone can play here, no matter how old you are. Come down on your mobility scooter if you want to. It was originally a steep-sided brook through farmland before development of Leamington's new town north. A back road to Warwick, a muddy track crossed the brook by a rustic bridge until 1821, when the landowners Edward Wills and Brent Greatheed, I think I've got that right, built a stone bridge. A wealthy Thomas Cumber Raybond then built a house up there, which we're going to look at in a minute, costing £6,000 for himself, and owned most of the land. 1827. By 1840s, the brook was an open sewer, which must have stunk, because back in them days they just didn't care. They would put any kind of sewage straight into the watercourse, probably dead bodies as well. Painters were petitioning for public health. So in 1849, the brook was culverted, which is basically like a brick sewer, and that runs all the way down to the river, which we'll follow in a bit. Tom Raybond died in 1849. His widow Susan later moved away, let the house, and after she died, it changed hands several times. Then other houses were built around here, and the soil that was taken from doing the footings was dumped here, raising up the level, and it left the Dell as a private garden, which would over time get neglected and overgrown. But towards the end of the war, people wanted more outdoor spaces for like their mental health and just to have maybe fun. I don't know what games you'd play back in them days. Bit of lawn tennis, what's that, lawn darts? They're deadly, them things, aren't they? It opened on the 12th of May 1948, and the play equipment was then added in 1988. So that's the history of the place. Let's go and take a look at the actual place itself. So here's the little bit about the Dell. Look, the friends of the Dell. There's an old picture. I'll throw some other old pictures up for you to have a look at. Over there used to be like a stone statue thing. I'm not sure what it was for. I couldn't find much information about it. Obviously all these houses along here, they were the ones that were built, and all the soil put into here. I don't know if there's any more. Just go and see if there's any remnants of this old statue thing that I'm talking about over here. You can see it in the old pictures. There's no remnants of it at all, no footings or anything. So this is the villa that Thomas Cumber Raybond had built for £6,000 back in the day. I used to deliver papers here when I was a kid. Don't want to get too close. I don't. There it is. you can see up there where the brickwork has dropped, that would have been probably down to where the culvert is. And we're going to go down there now. So this is the back side of the street. You can see the steel running through. I wonder if that is the original bridge down there. But this is where the culvert now runs, underneath our feet. Someone's made a nice little garden. I don't want to get too close, because I wonder what I'm doing filming, but we're going to follow this now and I'll show you where it comes out into the river. So you have the flats here, look, and the culvert must run straight down there to the back of those houses where I worked. I had to raise the floor because the floor had dropped, so maybe the culvert's collapsed, I'm not sure. I wonder who painted that. Do you know who painted that? Let me know in the comments. We're nearly here now, coming out of Newbrook Street. Oh, what's this street called? I'm not sure what the street's called. Regent Street, is it? Yeah, Regent Street. Where the culvert goes underneath the road here towards the river. So the culvert runs under these houses here, under the road, and down there. As you can see, it's quite a bit of a drop. Here we are, look, we're at the back, so it would go down here and then underneath the council offices, which we can't go into today because they're shut, so I'm going to have to go round, and then we'll get to the final destination. So this is where the culvert finally comes out. Nice little wooded area here if you ever fancy going for a little walk or a run or something. And I'm going to be run over. So I think we've found where it comes out. That must be it down there, look. Still a lot of rubbish. Look, at least it's not raw sewage like it used to be, but and it flows out into the river. And where does this river go? It meets the River Avon and then it goes all the way to Bristol. Wow. That water's got a long way to go. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed looking at the history of my hometown, and I'm always finding out something new about the place. Amazing things that I can bore people with if I ever get into some small talk. But that's it. I'll see you all next week with your tight lycra shorts on for the run if you're going to be there. So take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, look out for each other. Cheerio, bye.